Good morning, students. My name is Ezekiel Salako from Industrial Training Fund. Today, I'll be taking you on computer appreciation. Computer appreciation is what we'll be discussing today. Globally, all over the world, computer has been in place. Every discipline has been using computer to make their work very easy. Almost all disciplines in the world today make use of the machine they call computer. In the banking industry, they make use of computer. For what? E-banking, internet banking. Also, in the hospital, they also make use of computer. In the education center, also, they make use of computer. Then, what is that word computer? A computer is an electronic device that accepts data, processes the data, and brings out the information in form of a data in a particular format. Now, what are we talking about today is the machine we call computer. I mentioned it earlier on that a computer is widely used by all disciplines across the globe, which means computer is everywhere, and it makes our work very, very easy. And that is why today, in every discipline, you find them making use of computer because of the advantage that we have gotten from this machine they call computer. One of the applications of computer is that it is used to make our work very, very easy. Take, for instance, in the hospital, a doctor needs an electronics machine to carry out different types of tests, to diagnose any type of test, like scan, X-ray, and so on and so forth. In the education sector, at the same time, we use it to collect results for students. Look at what we call the CBT. The CBT also helps the education sector to get results on time. So this word computer are being in use, and everybody across the globe now uses the word computer. Now, today, we'll be talking about the parts of a computer. Parts of a computer. The computer is subdivided into two components, the software and the hardware. The software and the hardware. Subdivided into two. One, I make mention of software, and two, I make mention of the hardware. Now, before I go further, what is a software of a computer? These are the instructions that make the computer to function. These are the written programs that enable the computer to work. This software are not things that we can see physically because they are programs. While the hardware are those physical things that we can see on the computer, like the mouse, the keyboard, the UPS, the hard drive, and so on and so forth. So these are the two categories where we divide computer. So the part of the computer is the software and the hardware. So today we'll be talking more about the computer hardware. As I've mentioned before, the computer hardware comprises of those things that we can see physically and touch. Like, one, the CPU, two, the hard disk, On the hardware, we have the hard disk. You have the CPU. Then we have the monitor. Then we have the UPS. These are those materials that are together with the hardware. When we come to before the end of the class, I'm going to show you all these components, one after the other. That is the hardware type of, the type of hardware that we have. But on the aspect of the software, these are predetermined instructions that command the computer on what to do. The system software are those software used by the computer itself to carry out in-house operation. Example of system software include operating system, utility software, disk management system, and system clock. On the other hand, application software are those used by computer user to perform certain tasks. Example of application software are Microsoft Word, CorelDRAW, Adobe, Photoshop, and Firefox. But that of the hardware are the physical components that make up a computer. They are used to enter information into computer, input devices, process the information, enter the devices, store the information, and display the results in a soft and hard copy. Now, example of input devices of the hardware are one, the keyboard, the scanner, keyboard, the scanner, digital camera, all these are examples of hard disk of a computer. So basically, but one thing is this: without the software, the hardware cannot function. Because these are the commands that make the computer to work. Without the software, the hardware cannot work. So today, we are going to talk more about the hardware of a computer. As I've mentioned before, we have them in different categories. When we talk about computer category, we are talking about its different sizes. Moreover, when you hear talk of computer size that are being interfered are not physical height or width of the computer. No, it is their power and functionality. The category of computer range from supercomputer, mainframe computer, mini computer, microcomputer, to mobile computer. Now, let's take them one after the other. The mobile computer, the mobile computer, these are those kind of computer that can be moved from one place to another, such as your laptop, your tablet, your smartphone, cell phone, and even calculator. Those are an example of mobile computer. Now, the microcomputer, these are the computers that are bigger, more than mobile computer. A microcomputer is a computer that can perform all its inputs, process, output, and storage activity by itself. Then the mini computer. A mini computer is often used in situations where a microcomputer is not powerful enough. But a mini computer is very expensive. Now, the mainframe. A mainframe is a large, expensive, but powerful computer that can handle hundreds or thousands of connected users at the same time. While the supercomputer, a supercomputer is faster, most powerful, most expensive computer used for applications that require complex and sophisticated mathematical calculation. The future of the computer. Even though the uses of computer today cannot be underestimated, the fission computer created half for these irresistible tools is mind-boggling. Right now, major achievements have been realized in the field of artificial intelligence with the creation of robots to automate certain operations like car assemblies. In the future, computer will be able to think just like man or even more. Recently, a software, AlphaGo, was able to defeat an expert in the game of Go in the first 2 rounds of a 5-round tournament. The remaining 3 rounds have been played yet. Whether the program will still have the upper hand is yet to be known. In the future, virtually, reality, augmented reality, and perpetual computing will become a mainstay in the society. With virtual reality, for instance, you can see what is in house without necessarily having to enter it. Now, in conclusion, computer has entered our life and changed it beyond recognition. Like what I said earlier, computer these days have made things very, very easy, unlike before. Like I make mention of the hospital where you can carry out the different type of tests. In the education sector, where you do your exam and get the result immediately. You see? So computer of today have made things very, very easy. Today, if you stay 10 hours without your phone, you don't feel normal anymore. People make thousands of or millions of friends and followers on social media like Facebook or Twitter, which they might never see in their lifetime. File which you will have had to take flight overseas to deliver now are being transferred within instant using websites like WeTransfer or Dropbox. Which means as we continue with the world of computer, things will be becoming more easier because the use of computer have made things very, very easy. Many things now are changing. Many disciplines are trying to make use of computer so that their work can be more easier for them than before. So with what we have discussed today, computer appreciation, we try to discuss about the overview. Then we talk about the software and the hardware, the application of computer, and the future of a computer. So in the next class, we'll be discussing again about, I'll be showing you the computer hardware that we have, like the hard disk, the monitor, the CPU, and so on and so forth. That is what we'll be doing in the next class. Thank you very much.